and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. I'm at the New World Metals Conference in Perth, and I've just had a chat with Jon Price, Managing Director of Richmond Vanadium. G'day John, welcome back to the Roadhouse. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks, Wal. Good to see you.
Okay, now Richmond Vanadium, very, very interesting little story this, but on a couple of levels. So the project itself and the vanadium market, it's something a lot of people aren't probably familiar with.
Yeah.
Let's start with the project first. Tell us about the Richmond Vanadium project.
Yeah, it's sitting halfway between Townsville and Mount Isa, Wally, and it's one of the largest undeveloped oxide resources in the world at 1.8 billion tonne. So we've completed our pre-feasibility study. We're into our bankable feasibility study and our environmental approvals. So our aim is to have that completed end of next year, to be in development decision and mining in 25 and in production of high purity vanadium in 26. So a fairly short timeline, a lot of work to do.
All right, and let's just say, okay, a new, sort of like a new player on the market, but people probably don't know about you very much, but there you are. You tell us you've got a 1.8 billion tonne resource.
Yeah, it is big, and the PFS was done pre-IPO, so we listed in December last year. Prior to that, there has been 17 years of work done on the project and 4.5 years of metallurgy. So it is big, very scalable, very simple, quite different to the Western Australian hard rock vanadium projects, and we all need to get up and away in the as a vanadium industry. But the point of difference with the oxide vanadium in Queensland is the capital required to build the plant and to get through to high purity vanadium at world-leading OPEX.
All right, vanadium. Why vanadium? You know, the vanadium market seems to be gaining some interest, or people are interested in it now because they're hearing about it. So, tell us about that.
No, so on the market, historically, it's always been in construction steel, specialty steel, and 95% of the current supply is about 140,000 tonnes a year. Where is that coming from? China, Russia, South Africa, and Brazil. And the typical demand has been in that steel side. What we're seeing now is the worldwide adoption of the vanadium redox flow battery for the world's energy transition. So this is a big grid-scale renewable energy storage system. Can also do a lot of work on the grid, levelling and stabilising the grid. So the future demand of vanadium is going to be in the adoption of the vanadium flow battery. So 140,000 tonnes per annum now. Consensus forecasting is about 500,000 tonnes per annum needed to be part of the global energy transition. That's going to have upward pressure on price with the limited supply that we see coming out of 4 countries.
And it's one of those sort of ones like everything old is new now, because as you're saying, what vanadium had been used in the past, it's been used for a lot of things in the past, but now with the future stuff about meeting new climate control and all the rest of it, it's going to play a very important part.
Well, it's a massive part of the global transition, and I think Australia needs to realise and seize the opportunity. Australia has the 3rd largest resources of vanadium in the world, the 2nd largest reserves in the world, and as an industry we need to get behind all the proponents and the emerging developers and build not only mining and production of vanadium, but let's build our own electrolyte, let's make our own batteries, let's have the complete value chain in Australia for Australia, and this country can be a serious player in the vanadium market.
All right, well, I'm glad we've got people like you who are taking those first steps.
Good on you, Wally. Good to talk to you.